that a lot of people face is how to go gracefully from the end of their career into retirement with no hiccups. So, what happens is we get fooled by our survival brain and just our human brain. What we do is we overemphasize how good it's going to feel to leave behind all of the things that are dragging us down about our career. I'm not saying there's not still a lot of great things, but the shift work, the getting up, the dealing with people, the organization. So we overemphasize how good that's going to feel and how long that good feeling of relief is going to last. It has a limited shelf life. The other thing we think is that if we just replace those drags with a life of leisure, just doing whatever we want, then like sustained happiness and joy and satisfaction will then fill in the void. And that's just not how it works. So, sustained happiness and joy and a sense of satisfaction and meaning, those are all active processes. We have to go out and look and create meaning in our life. Look for the things that create satisfaction, create joy in our life. They just don't necessarily, they don't flow into the void that's created by removing the negatives or just having a life of leisure, which means like no challenge, no routine. So what we do with shift change is we get deep into the nuts and bolts of what actually creates flourishing. And we start by determining what is most valuable to you, what matters to you most. So we're going to get really dialed in on your core values. And that provides a couple of great things. One is a really great compass to which to guide our decisions and our choices by moving forward. Is this something that's sustained with a value of mine that has been consistent for a long time? If it's not, then we know that no matter how attractive it might seem, it's really going to be at odds with who you really are, and it's not going to work out for you in the long run. The other thing we do is when we're aligned, valued living in alignment with our behavior, that brings us a sense of ease and security, and it allows us to be more creative. It allows our thinking mind to come online. It suppresses our survival brain, where our monkey mind, where we're thinking about a lot of things. Then we're going to get into really the nuts and bolts of what research tells us about flourishing. What do you need? What's your individual recipe to flourish? How do you create positive emotions in your life? What are the things in which you could engage in and have sustained interest and growth? How do you recreate and find new ways to have those authentic relationships and be in connection with people in a way that you enjoy? Where do you find and create meaning in your new life? And how do you find a sense of accomplishment with what you're doing? So that, in essence, is what we do with Shift Change. We help people retire more gracefully, and actually, in the latter parts of their career, we relieve a lot of pressure. So we don't tend to get hooked up on all of the little minutia that's going on with the department, all those things, because we know we have something positive to move forward. So our minds gravitate towards negative things more powerfully. But research shows if we have something positive that we're moving towards, it's not necessarily the natural and easy state, but when we have a positive vision that we're moving towards, we're much more likely to be successful. If you're interested in more, click the link below and it'll outline what you'll get out of the course of Shift Change. Be well.